Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's been quite a while since I've uploaded a video. I haven't even really had much chance to even think about making a video, but a lot's changed over the years and everything like that. This tank right here, this is my 120 gallon tank. This is in my living room. It's the only fully planted tank that I have, and this tank's been on my channel, I'm sure, several times over the years with my big old Severum here. If you would turn, let me show how big he is. Nope, I had to go to the side of the tank. He's about a 9 to 10 inch fish. He's got a little chunk missing out of his tail, thanks to, as far as I could tell, probably from one of the biters. I still have the two biters in this tank. I got the little Delhaize right here. He's probably getting close to, I don't know, 10 inches to a foot long. I have the Indulakari still. He is hanging out back here by the sponge filter right now, but he's a good 16 inches or more. And he may move into a larger tank when some of my fish in that tank grow out more. But for now, he's still doing fine in here. He's still got room to move around. He basically really just chills unless it's feeding time, which, as you can see by the debris floating around the tank, I just fed them not long ago. Here he comes. He's just like a big bull in a china shop. Typically only during feeding time, he'll end up knocking a bunch of the Java moss off of the piece of driftwood in the middle. And, as you can kind of see, it's all stuck to my filter right there, as well as all the particles floating around the tank at the moment. But yeah, he's coming out, I guess, to say hi. He's a pretty big boy. Very healthy, very active. I actually just had, believe it or not, in the past 2 weeks, I've had two filters go out on me. The first one was on this tank right here. And I replaced this filter probably, what was it, 2 weeks ago. Everybody in here is doing great. The pothos are growing like crazy. These have been on here for quite a while. They're just kind of taking over the whole top of the tank. I'm trying to see if I can get y'all an angle here. But yeah, and there's a, little air pump in here that's hidden amongst all of it. At this point, y'all remember me from having all the tanks and all the breeding and all that. At this point now, I'm down to 3 tanks. I'm just, I'm still in the hobby. I still love fish keeping. I just don't have the time to do it, on the same scale as I used to. So I have this 120. I still have my 150 gallon, and I have my 200 gallon, which unfortunately recently I lost my peacock bass. We had a real cold snap here, and I really don't know what happened with them. I came home one day. Their tank was sitting at like 75 degrees, even with the heater in it. And come home, and one of them was floating at the top when I got home from work. And the other one that was in there never ate again after that one passed. So I lost both of them. And just recently, I decided to restock that tank over the past couple weeks. So I have a bunch of new little babies in there. So I'll show you all guys them here in a second. But look how good this Severum's looking now. All right, guys, I will cut for a second, and I will take y'all and I will show y'all the 200 gallon and what is in there right now at the moment. Okay, now we are over here at the 200 gallon. I've kind of rescaped this a little bit. It's just thrown together. This isn't really probably the final scaping. It's just thrown together really, really quick to give these guys coverage and all that. But anyway, the stocking in this tank now, got this little electric blue Acara here. There is 4 of these Geophagus brasiliensis. There's 2 turquoise Severums. And then I also have a flagtail Procelotus swimming around here somewhere. I'm not sure where he's at the moment. Maybe I'll see him. Oh, there he is. He's coming up here. But yeah, these guys are all really, really small. Most of them were thin from the pet store, so I've been trying to feed them to get their weight up and, get them to start packing on a little bit of size. But this tank also has, as you can see, a bunch of pothos going all up the wall and everything like that. And a little tip, if y'all want them to go up the wall like this, they can grow on the wall themselves. But if you can see here, these are those little nail-in holders you use with like coaxial cable. These work great for if you want to try to train them up your wall to some degree. Just a little tip for everybody if y'all want to do anything like that. But these guys right here, I'm really excited to watch them, grow out. It really sucks not having the bass anymore, but at least I'm gonna take this opportunity to try to do something different. I haven't done a community of stuff here in a while, and I am trying to think of a few more fish possibly to put in here. Maybe some bottom dwelling stuff. I'm not sure exactly what yet. I haven't quite got to that point. Right now, I just want to get these guys in and you know, get them growing a little bit and everything. I may end up looking into some Pocostomus or something of that nature. If anybody has any suggestions, you know, leave them in the comments. I'll check into it and see what everybody's saying. But there's not too much going on with these guys. I will try to update on them as they grow. Like right now, everybody's just finally gotten really settled in, so they're now all coming to the front begging for food and everything. And actually the last one to kind of settle down was the flagtail. He took the longest to kind of figure out, I guess, that I'm feeding them and everything. But this is a fish that's a fish I've wanted for quite a while, and you know, now I finally had the opening to keep one. So you know, I decided, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot because I've always liked them. I want to see how they look when they get bigger. But you know, like I said, there's not too much going on with this tank. Not really a lot to look at. Nobody's, you know, really grown up, so they're not much yet. The only other tank I have is my 150 gallon with my giant Gourami. I will pause this and I will take y'all to give y'all a quick look at him. He's gotten a lot bigger as well. You know, very personal fish. And yeah, give me a second and I'll take y'all in there and show you all him. All right, now we're back with the giant Gourami. This is my red-tailed giant Gourami. I've named him Blaze. He is a little bit over the foot mark at this point. I don't know how well the video is showing his size. I am going to have to probably in the next year or so look at getting him another tank because he is getting big. This tank's only 18 inches wide. Only bad thing is, like, I really don't want to get rid of this tank because I do like it because it's tall and it gives you a lot of room. As far as having, you know, like if you want to do a community, you could have upper level, mid level, and lower level fish, and it would all, you know, do well in here. Only problem is I don't have as much space anymore to really do all the tanks, so I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do. Whether I'm gonna try to clear out space for a larger tank and move him in there, and possibly do something else with this one. Not really sure yet. I mean, I still got some time because he's still got room and everything. He's still happy, growing, all of that. Unfortunately, I wish he had more of the red on him, and I'm not really sure if it's just because of the dark background or maybe on the lighting. Who knows? But he is a really cool fish. Interesting story. I can't remember if I ever told you all this before, but when I went to get him, he was at well, it was a local fish store, but not so local. It was like almost an hour drive. But I had posted looking for one, and this one fish store had one. Were offering me a discount on him because he was being picked on in the tank he was in. So the day that I go to get him, and my daughter actually went with me, he was in a rack system of 20 gallons, and he was in they were stacked 3 high. He was in the top one of them, and when they went to get him out, he jumped out of the tank, which is over 6 feet in the air, and slammed onto the ground and pretty much knocked himself out. So the guy that got him was feeling really, really horrible, and you know, was like, oh man, I'm sure you don't want him now and all that. And I told the guy, I said, just put him, you know, in your little thing, your specimen thing in the tank, let him chill for a little while. I'll look at some other stuff, and you know, we'll see what happens. So I was fairly confident he'd come back. I've seen fish, you know, knock themselves out before. They're, you know, some of them are way more durable than you could even imagine. And he went over and talked to the manager of the store, and you know, long story short, they gave me an even bigger discount on them. So for this fish, I probably paid like $30 or $20 or something like that, and it was marked as a $70 fish. And this is, you know, 4 or 5 years later, he's doing perfectly great, no issues whatsoever. Listen, the only issue I'm running into is I'm eventually going to have to get him a bigger tank, and I'm going to have to figure that out as far as spacing in the house. But yeah, we'll get it done when it gets there. You going to be aggressive today, or you chill today? A lot of times he likes to come up and bite at me. I guess he's kind of aggressive, or he's kind of on the chill side today, sorry. But he also did just eat. I just fed him. That's why you can see all these particles floating around the tank. I also do need to clean his tank, all this algae on the glass and stuff. I've just been really busy lately, so I haven't gotten to that yet. But yeah, guys, there's not really much to show at the moment. I just wanted to at least post a little update because I haven't done it in quite a while. I will try to keep everybody updated on the new tank and all that. And yeah, everybody, like the video, comment, subscribe, whatever. And I will see y'all guys in the next one. Bye.